If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. I mean, I guess. Are we seriously? I know I didn't do my typical intro, but whatever. Come on, 2K. All right, this is going to turn into a little bit of a complaint video because I do want to kind of express my thoughts further than just this, because this is not a good way to start Triple Threat Park rewards for win streaks here on Sundays. They don't do it on the first weekend of every season, so they didn't do it last week. That's totally fine. We knew it was going to happen this weekend, and they give us DeMarcus Cousins, who wasn't good the day he came out 6 weeks ago. He is definitely not good now. That is not a good card at all. McAdoo, who's free, is way better. Multiple budget cards, way better. Like Pink Diamond Alex Sarr, easily better. Diamond Jaren Jackson Jr., easily better. This Boogie card is just not very good. And that's no shot at Boogie. I wish he was good, but he's not. And that's okay. But why is he the win streak reward? Really? I don't know. You get one, for one win, you get an inevitable pack. For 3 wins, you get a 92 plus pack. The reason they do that is because the 92 pluses are worse than the 91s. So they're going to give us a diamond instead of an amethyst, basically, is what that is. Because the diamonds are worse. I don't know. That might not be why, but this set for sure. The last couple sets, actually, the 92s have been worse than the 91s. But the honest truth is, I mean, Boogie's just not very good. More than anything else, he's just not that good of a card. He's what, 86 speed, 87? I mean, 87 speed isn't bad, but defensively, it's like he's not that great on the perimeter. He doesn't have elite interior. His jumper's not that good either, in all honesty, and it's only on normal timing still. He's just not that good. And I mean, it is what it is, right? But you want to see a better reward. Like last season, first week into the season with a win streak, I think was Pink Diamond Ron Artest. It was like, that's a really good win streak reward. Like stuff like that is what 2K is looking for, what the game kind of needs. You know what I mean? And last season, I mean, we get the 100 overall for the win streak, 2 days in a row for All-Star Weekend and stuff like that. And some other good win streaks throughout the season. And it was like, wow, the game's really turned the corner. And that was the thing with the All-Star Festival, is it was so good. I think it legitimately fooled people, myself included, into expecting more from the game than we should have. Probably because what they have shown us consistently, really over the pretty much close to last 3 years, in my opinion, since 22, but especially this year and last year, but this year too, is they're more in it for money than anything else, right? We know that about 2K. I didn't think that had changed, but I did think that maybe they had made a little bit more of an effort to making the game a little bit more accessible, no money spent. I thought that there were a lot of good reward cards in that. And I mean, look, season 4, level 40 Brandon Roy, good card. Pro Pass Austin Reeves, good card. Galaxy Opal DeMarcus Cousins, not a good card. And at least they're doing a good job of dropping budget cards. I would like to see more budget centers, but in general, we're getting good budget cards. We're getting really good opals. I guess I'd like to see more budget centers. We got Gobert. He's legitimately very good. I'm using him as my backup center right now. Like, so there you go. But I don't know. The market has crashed a lot for all the pink diamond and below cards, which means guys like Wimby and Dr. J and Michael Beasley are as attainable as they've ever been, which is a W. The thing is, I just realistically don't think, I don't know, man. I just think top tier cards are too inaccessible right now. And maybe that's just how it will be forever. But when you look at prices right now in my team, let me pull up the game real quickly. When you look at prices in my team, Chet Holmgren, 1.9 mil, 1.5 base at least. Insane. LaMelo, he's a mil. Lamar Odom's the worst of the opals and the least popular, so he's cheaper, but he's still 500K from what I've seen. He was 6 last night. Embiid's a mil. Jalen Green is not a very good Dark Matter, so he's a lot cheaper, but I still think he's a couple 100K. And then Gary Payton, 700K. Like, cards are expensive, man. They just are. And I don't know. I don't totally love that aspect of this game right now, is that I feels like if you want best cards in the game type cards, it's extremely expensive and hard to get them still. And while there are a lot of good budget options now, and the All-Star Festival specifically was a great way to make MT, now that that is over, there's no real great ways to make MT anymore. The game modes are a bit more rewarding than they were to start the year for sure, but they're still nowhere near as rewarding as game mode rewards have been in the past. Pack odds are still trash. I mean, it's realistically a lot of the same stuff still. And so while there are some more fun cards in the game that are more fun to use, and that's making people happier, and while they have in a lot of ways solved the absolute kind of budget crisis that I felt like there was for good budget cards earlier in the year, there's a lot of good ones now at every single position pretty much. I still think they could be executing better as a whole. Well, I know they could execute far better than this, but I'm not expecting the world. I'm expecting like just give me like a 6 out of 10. Give me like a 6 out of 10 at a consistent level. That's what I'm asking for the consumer, because that would be really good. And not everything's going to be a 9 or 10 out of 10 like the All-Star Festival is. But right now, I think this season's content's more like a 4. And it's like, I'm not incredibly angry, but it feels like if most of the year was a 3, then the All-Star Festival was a 4, or was the All-Star Festival was all of a sudden like this 9 or 10 after a year full of 3. And then this is like a 4. It's like, okay, it's not the worst, but we're kind of going back to where we were pretty much. You know what I mean? Things haven't changed all that much. And this win streak certainly doesn't help that point, because this is one of the things that people get the most excited about on a week-to-week basis. It needs to be better. Now, Galaxy Opal is fine, but make it good Galaxy Opals. At this point, there's a Dark Matter LeBron, Dark Matter Kevin Durant, Dark Matter Giannis. Give those guys away for free as their Galaxy Opal versions. Lots of other good Galaxy Opals. Give a Galaxy Opal Cade Cunningham. That would get people excited. And at the end of the day, none of those cards are gonna kill 2K's bottom line. You know what I mean? They're just not. They all have better versions, or Cade, who's like really good, but only like 150K. Like, I just think realistically, doing stuff like that would be really good for the community, and it's not going to hurt your bottom line. And that's how you get from a 4 to a 6. I'm not expecting elite pack odds and consistent free content that's insane every single week and tons of MT to be made. I'm not expecting to be able to make the best team for free. Like, that'd be 10 out of 10. That's not going to happen. But 6 out of 10 feels like a reasonable hope, a reasonable goal. That's my thought. And right now we're not there. And I think 2K watches, I do think there are people from 2K who probably watch these videos sometimes. And I wonder if they listen to feedback. And I don't really know, because most of the time it kind of feels like the answer is no, but I do understand that a lot of the decisions are out of the hands of the people who actually run the game. So the people who I've interacted with in the past who run the game seem like good people. You know what I mean? I don't have anything against them. I just think the game itself is frustrating in a lot of ways and could be executed upon better. And I do think they listen to feedback. And if they do, my feedback is this: a little bit better. I'm not asking for the moon and the stars. I'm asking for consistently pretty good. I think that's a reasonable request. And I think that will build the game, plain and simple. Because we're not going to get the best free content in the world. It's never going to be the way that the game used to be, where you're getting spotlight grinds for the best cards in the game. And every card is, besides the, I mean, they were still very expensive cards, and it was still to a certain extent pay to win the best for the best team for the last, like, what, 5 years now? Like, it's not that way, but it feels like it's been a little worse the last couple of years. And I don't know. I see the potential for growth is what I will say with this game. I want the game to actually thrive long-term, because I personally, selfishly, just want to enjoy playing the game and making content on the game. That's what I want. And so, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. I know that's not really particularly applicable to this win streak, but I did kind of want to just make a little bit of a video talking about my thoughts on my team right now, and where we are for season 5 so far, where my thoughts are, where my, I guess, frustrations kind of are lying so far, because this is just not a good continuation of what I was hoping to see. So it is what it is. Opal DeMarcus Cousins in Triple Threat Park, 5-game win streak tomorrow. If you want him, go get him. Probably won't be the sweatiest Sunday, because he's not the most exciting card. But I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.